the wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And the starting offense now for the Giants.
And I think we're all eager to see how this offense responds because we know this is a big spot. National TV game to start the season. The whole league and the whole country watching this one. Last year, though, the Packers, the Bears, neither one of them did a whole lot offensively. A 10-3 final. Let's see if the defenses exert their will early in this one.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st down, Jones. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very nick. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that. But you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. Wilson's got it complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Well, let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 58 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easy.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Giants have taken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Alec Ogletree came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Cooper was the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 12, Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from a long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. The first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Here's Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return, it's Tate. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Jones hit, and the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now it's Tate. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. In the early window, lots of good matchups to choose from. We'll highlight the game in Detroit, a big one for the Lions, as they get set to play host to the Chicago Bears. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the LA Rams. And then finally, a good...
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
This is taken at the 23. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Giant football. First and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now. Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, 48 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
25, check 25.
Draw play, Elliott. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Cameron Moore had the tackle, played his college ball at Boston College. From the 41, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter play. On 2nd and 1. Prescott, open man is Higbee, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From the red zone now, Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to... Wind up incomplete. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll buy some time right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing, Jones, buying time to his left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. From from just shy of midfield. Jones. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now left side on the swing pass. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Derrick Henry. 36 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, he's got the connection to Cooper. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
4th down, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Alec Ogletree able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And he completes it to Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now Prescott, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
To throw is Prescott. And he's going to go down again. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 3rd and long for Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. They'll run it again with Henry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
It is just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year.